Tyca family, welcome, welcome one and all to an almost live theatre adventure. How are you all feeling today? Oh, you think the fact that you're behind a screen means that you can't talk back, don't you? Well, I can tell you right here, right now, that couldn't be further from the truth. You'll be actively encouraged to shout, scream, whistle, whoop, and talk back. And on some level, I will be listening to your responses. We hope that you enjoy it. Ahoy there, sailors. Allow me to introduce myself. I go by the name of Half Pirate Percy. And like my name suggests, I am half pirate. I bet you can't guess which half. My mother was the infamous Calico Janet, and she sailed the 7 seas, collecting treasure, friends, and enemies, and memories of distant shores, lined with seaweed and anemones. But I grew up with me dad, right here in Taunton town. What do you all at home know about pirates then? Shout a few things at the screen. What do you know about pirates? What do they love? I can tell you right now, more than anything else, under the sun, pirates love the alphabet. And pirates love one letter, it's our favourite one by far. And a pirate's favourite letter is of course the letter. I hope you all shouted out at home. Our favourite letter isn't R, though it be in our top 3. We love our R. We love our I. But best is the mighty C. You see? No sailor ever sailed to sea. A sailor sailed to sea. That's the 7 seas. You see, it's easy, let the seas lead me. And pirates love one Shakespeare play, of course it's Julius Caesar. And pirates love one footballer, of course it's David Seaman. And pirates have a patron saint, it's Francis of Assisi. And our favourite vitamin supplement is vitamin 2EC. Now I heard you lot were good, but seeing is believing, so I'll seize the moment to teach you the pirate alphabet. Now I need you singing in your living rooms, singing in your kitchens. It goes almost exactly like this. We'll give you one line of the melody. We need the big one singing and the little one singing. Here we go. C, 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 C. see, see, see. See, 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 see. See, 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 see. See, see, see. See, 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 see. See and see. You see? Now you know your see, see, see. I see you're ready to be silly. I'm getting carried away, aren't I? I was going to tell you a story, and it's one of my very favourites. It's all about a lovely young man who went by the name of Ernie. And Ernie was a kind young man, born and raised in Taunton town. In Monkton Heathfield was his little home, and through these busy streets he roamed. But he always felt like there was more, things to do, places to explore. His itchy feet danced to each beat, but something inside him felt incomplete. His smile wandered off, and he wanted to follow, but he never did know where it would be tomorrow. Even his skateboard wouldn't bring his smile back, so he packed up his knapsack with crayons and a snack, and he set off on an adventure. He walked and he walked, and he walked past Taunton train station, and he kept on going. He walked, looped back around through Ivory Park, and he kept on going. And eventually he came to the Old Bridge Viaduct, and there, on the banks of the River Taunton, was the strangest looking person that he had ever seen before. The strangest looking person that he'd ever seen before? Was it one of them that you met, Ern? Was it one of them? It was me. Of course it was me. There on the banks of the River Taunton was the most amazing person that he had ever seen before. All right. One of the most amazing people he had ever seen before, easily in the top 3. Bit harsh, mate. Top 7? Anyway, this amazing person was crying. Can I hear all of your crying noises at home? Hands up if you've ever cried before. That should be all of you. You were born crying. Hands up if you've cried in the last week. Hands up if you've cried since this show began. Don't answer that one. And he asked, "What's wrong?" And I told him, "My ship isn't ship-shape." And he said, "What do you mean your ship isn't ship-shape?" And I can explain it to him. but I'm gonna need a bit of help from all of you. Wherever you are, be it living room, sofa, kitchen, garden, anywhere, I need you to repeat every word after me. Here we go. We say, my ship isn't ship-shape. My ship stops short of the shore. I'm sure my ship is not ship-shape. It stops short of the shore to be sure. Now, if you ever saw the ship-shaped sort, you'll be sure this sort stops short. Now, I'm sure you all got that one, but we'll scale it back a little bit anyway. On the seashore is a seesaw. But you see, I'm sure this ship, she's not the ship-shaped sort, which sails shore to shore. This ship's the sort to stop short. Okay, we can scale it back again. On the seashore is a chip shop. But my ship stops short of the chip shop. And the chip shop chefs chop chips when the ships stop. And chaps off the ship stop to chomp cheap chips up. My ship should stop at the chip shop where the chip chef's top tip to the chaps is to chomp chips. Okay, all together with this one then. I want to chomp chips on the seesaw when my ship stops or by the shop on the seashore where the chefs chop chips for the chaps on the ships who stop tipping to dip the chips in the cheese sauce. See, I'm sure my ship is not the ship-shaped sort. It's surely the sort to stop short of the shore where the chip shop sits and the chefs chop chips. It's sort of a sore subject, to be sure. And Ernie piped up. Oh, he's fallen over. Sorry, Ern, you're all right, mate. Ernie piped up. Well, it looks ship-shape enough to me. I think you've just left the handbrake on. And then he reached inside. And when I saw that he was right, I grabbed him in my arms and we jumped for joy. And I gave him an affectionate one of these. And Ernie went to sit in the best seat in the house. And he strapped himself in. I'm sure you all know about strapping yourselves in, and none of you would ever argue with that. Very important safety feature right there. And I went to hoist the anchor. Did that sound like an anchor being hoisted to you? Because it sure didn't to me. Let's try again. He hoisted the anchor. Okay, one more try at that one. He hoisted the anchor. Much better. And I went to hoist the sail. To hoist the sail? Do it myself. Oh. 'Cause 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 And then I set off to hoist the sail. I think I set off a little faster than this, actually. That's a bit better. Oh, maybe a bit too fast. Oh, I can't. Not sure if I got that one. Oh, yeah, so that one. Oh, shut up. Oh. And I hoisted up the sail. Oh. And heaved it up high and gave it a little billow. And there she blows. And we set sail together, me and my mate Ernie. And I showed Ernie all around the ship, starting with the most important part of the ship, the ship's kitchen. Being on a ship, we have no running water, and so everything we drink is in bottles. We've got grog, 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 and transmutation potion. Any ideas what transmutation potion might be? What do you think it is? Should we give it a smell test to have a look? Let's have a smell test. It's always a good way to find out. I have no idea what that is, but I wouldn't touch it unless I were completely out of grog. And that leads me on to the most important part of the ship, the armory. Here we store all of the weapons, just in case we would ever run into the beast of the deep. Who is the beast of the deep, I hear you ask? Well, legend has it, she is big enough to swallow ships whole, strong enough to make the river Taunton swim back uphill, back from whence it came, and mean enough to eat a baby seahorse right out of its daddy's pouch. But if we encounter her, I will be ready. Here we have the long sword, perfectly balanced, so much so that I could place it right here on my chin. But legend has it, the beast of the deep has not one, not two, but 3 lives. In which case, I may have to reach for the cutlasses. And with the cutlasses, I'll slash and I'll dash. I'll slice and dice and thrice and twice. And I'll swing, ha, and sway, ha. And sometimes she will come right at me and I'll have to make a defensive shield. Ha, ha, ha. Other times, she'll push me down towards the ground. I'll be down on my knees. Everyone will think that this is the end of half Pirate Percy. I'll be in a tight spot until I'll be back up on my feet again and ready to go. Sometimes she'll pop up right behind me and I'll have to turn and turn and turn and turn and be ready to go again as she arcs high above with the high darts. Sometimes the battle will get closer than that. Sometimes we'll be close enough that we could almost kiss each other. In which case I'll go for me grandma's dagger and I'll just get with... A little bit awkward. Are there any doctors in the audience? No? Homeopaths? No? Don't worry, I got this. I'm gonna kiss it better. That usually helps with these little owies. If we take just one thing from the show, don't play with knives, kids. And that leads me on, of course, to the most important part of the ship, the rigging. We need to hoist these sails 3 times daily, like so. And then a little billow. Set them on up. And there she blows. And that leads me, of course, to the most important part of the ship, which is the navigation system. It's never once failed to take me somewhere absolutely spectacular. We spin it like so. And that means we're going this way at this. We're going this way. That's fantastic news, said Ernie. But how soon will we get there? Oh, not long, my dear boy. Not long at all. Anything between 6 and 12 months. 6 to 12 months? But what will we do? Won't we get bored? Bored? You mean like a port and starboard? No, I mean like getting bored. I know a cheese board and a skateboard and a board of trustees, but no, I mean being bored. I must say I'm absolutely stumped. Any of you know what this being bored thing is all about? What do you think it means? Not having anything to do. But right now we've got 1,271 things that we can do. Would you like to play a game? Okay, I'm going to sit you here again, Ern. What colour game would you like to play? Or perhaps we can ask the navigation system for a bit of help. Here we go. Red or orange? It's a red game. Let's play a red game. It's my very favourite. I've definitely got a red game in here somewhere. Here it is. Enough red games for me. Would you like to play another game? Let's see what we've got then. What colour game? What would you like it to stop on? Yes, we've got a blue game. Exactly my very favourite kind of game. Let's see what we've got in here. A blue game. And just as I was about to tell Ernie it was time for another game, he piped up. Oh, okay, I get it. We're not going to get bored, but all these games are making me sleepy. I'd quite like a bit of shut-eye if that's okay. Oh, of course it is, my hearty. It's been a big day, and we've got another big day ahead of us. You can sleep right here, my friend. Sweet dreams, and I'll see you in the morning.
Whilst Percy drifted into peaceful dreams, Ernie saw such scenes you never would believe. He peeped out at the ocean's constant motion, slow, unbroken. Explosions of swollen waves, rolling and unfolding, rolling and unfolding, rolling and unfolding. Explosions of swollen waves, rolling and unfolding.
When Percy awoke the next morning, he couldn't believe his eyes.
Oh, I can't believe my eyes.
Yes, I just said that. As he looked around the ship, everything looked different.
Everything looks different.
Yes, I just said that. The navigation system was nowhere to be seen.
The navigation system's nowhere to be seen.
Look, are you telling this story or am I?
Who are you again?
Well, good question. I guess I'm half Pirate Percy.
Then who am I?
Look, just let me do the talking and you keep going with your morning.
Right, you are.
Percy wandered around the boat to see everything was different. The navigation system was gone. The kitchen was in chaos, and all of the rigging was in a terrible tangle.
Right. One moment, I'm just gonna get there. A second, let me just reach for the. Don't worry, I got this. Oh, man, you haven't given me. Speak amongst yourselves for a moment. There we go. That's more like. So in the middle of that, and I'll just get. I got this. Oh, lost me hat and my chain with that one. I'm gonna need a bit of help from you. With a 3, 2, and a 1. Can you help me with that? Here we go. Hey, hey. Oh. Send him on. And there she blows. Fantastic. Oh. All of that rigging's made me a bit thirsty. I don't know about you lot. Let's see what we've got in the kitchen, shall we? Oh, I do wish I'd labelled these now. Can anyone remember which one's the grog and which one's the transmutation potion? Which one's this one? And which one's this one? I still don't completely trust you, to be honest. I think it's the smell test is going to help this time. One more. I don't feel quite right, to be honest. I think I'm just gonna take a little sit down, if that's all right. Once again, speak amongst yourselves for a moment. Oh no, I definitely don't feel too good. I feel girt funny, actually. One moment, I'll be back with you in just a second, right? Let me just... Okay. Oh, my head. It does feel a bit funny. It does feel a bit funny. I don't want to just give it all that, but I do definitely feel not quite right now. Not quite right at all. I don't know which way's up or down or left or right is hair of the dog. Right. Oh, a sit down should help, I think. Oh, right. Oh. You know what this means, right? You know what this means. This can only mean one thing. The beast of the deep has been messing with my ship. Ernie, wake up. We're going hunting. Now, if you see the beast of the deep anywhere, you be sure to tell me, yeah? Can I count on you, everyone? There is going to be hell to pay. Now, you tell me if you see her, right? Yeah. She's not over there, is she? She's nowhere to be seen. Right, let's look in the ship. She's not in the ship. She in Ernie's bed. Is she in the kitchen? Behind me! Behind me! You were tricking me! I thought you were tricking me! She's definitely behind me! Are you sure? Are you sure? You were tricking me! You think I'm scared, don't you? You think I'm scared of the beast of the deep? Well, I can tell you I'm half Pirate Percy, and I'm not scared. Run away! I want my mummy! She is behind me! Run away! Oh, Ernie, this might be the last thing we ever do, my friend. I think we're fish food. I want my mummy.
And just when I thought that this was the last that anyone would see of half-pirate Percy, Ernie pipes up.
The Beast of the Deep? That's my friend Shirley. We met last night.
Shirley? And you're not going to eat us? Does that mean we could be friends? And from that moment onward, my friends, Percy, Ernie, and Shirley lived happily together. And we sailed the 7 seas, collecting treasure, friends, and memories. And I wish I could say that we lived happily ever after. But it wouldn't strictly be true. Like every family, we had our ups and our downs, our rounds and our rounds, our grumps, our frumps, our lumps and our bumps. But every step of the way, we had people who cared about us by our sides. And that is all that anyone can ever hope for. I have been half-pirate Percy. This has been Ernie. This has been Shirley. But there's someone else for you to meet. At the back of the stage, co-director and soundscape extraordinaire Emmy the harp. Can we hear it for her, please? And Emmy's gonna keep playing for you all the way out the doors. But just before I go, I'm gonna have to say a massive thank you to the Tyca Festival and Arts Taunton. A massive thank you to the Tacky Morris. A massive thank you to Highwayman Films. And of course, a massive thank you to all of you. You have absolutely made my afternoon. Thank you so much. Keep smiling your happy smiles. Thank you and good night. Thank you so much. And you'll have some sounds from Emmy as you get up and head on your merry way.